Looking for fish and sea lions. Excuse me. I don't see what's wrong. I don't know why it's afraid of us. You're not getting hunted for your fins. Like, subscribe. Yeah, you can get a bigger boat. Wait.
Reporting for duty, Commander. Fight for the Empire!
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the champ. It's Tuesday, May 24th. My gosh, May is going past fast. Today, this is a little vloggy, a little vlog, a little news. So whenever. Today's eye surgery 1 cataract for my mom. She just left for the place. I'm actually very confident for this type of procedure and everything. I was there within the doctor's office and everything. I'm very confident with the procedure, but I'm still going to be saying little prayers. Now, monkeypox. They're going to release the reserve smallpox stuff. Yay! The trade winds are back. I think, yeah, they're basically back. So it's kind of a nice, breezy, sunny thing. So the weather is good. We didn't read Shakespeare at the studio, so be looking for releases of, I think, 1, 2, 3 parts of King Henry V. Nope, King Henry IV, Part 1, because there's a King Henry IV, Part 2. Oh, God. It's amusing. They got Falstaff in there anyways. And now, to the news of Hawaii. To get a flavor of what's going on in Hawaii, we have a new police chief. We're going to need a bigger boat. Hey, chief. This guy's name is Logan. And he's a former Major General, retired Major General Arthur Joe Logan of Hawaii National Guard. So he's like, and then it's like Hawaii National Guard. Oh, damn. Dang it. Okay. So despite the gags and giggles with this extra stuff, I've kind of reached my max with my OBS, in case you're keeping tabs on how to throw one of these things together. This is an OBS streaming studio, but I'm just recording it and then I edit. And see these little extras, they run on a loop and they take up juice. Not juice. They take up a kind of a computation space. They take up so much computation, they call it encoding. So if I can make this good resolution, that's what I was going for. But if you have a good resolution, it chews up some of that encoding thing. You start adding these and it's like overload. But yes, there is, I would say, some supernatural thing going on. It's not as bad as it was. Shoots, man. I go up to help my mom with dinner and everything, and I go up there and the television's on and it says, and now for our special on elder fraud. And then the phone rings and it was the witch. I'm saying, man, it's working in reverse. Oh, yeah, I'm going there. What's this? Okay, back to the news. Save yourself. So Logan's the police chief right here, and here he is. We have a June surge of whatever, monkeypox, as far as I'm concerned. There's like 12 monkeys. The freaking whole zoo got loose with COVID. Now, we don't have to worry about monkeypox so much, I don't think, unless you're in certain areas and certain places. This is the highly contagious thing. That's why we didn't read on Shakespeare on Sunday at the studio. There's a COVID surge, and it's the COVID XYZ, whatever it is now. And so, there it is. All right. Thank you. What else is going on? I don't know. I get two things to contend with. One is there's a lot of people that want to watch the online newspaper. Like, this is what I'm looking at, which is online. This is our local newspaper, but it's online. PUC rejects biomass plan again. Okay. Good for you. And charged in the field. Oh, they got the guy. Okay. All right. Does anyone in your household have an electric vehicle? No plans. Oh, gosh. 62%. Yes. Good environmental. No. Considering. Okay, so there's a lot of people that don't even have that stuff. What else is going down here? Oh, Kurt Cobain's guitar. That's right. Here we go. Kurt Cobain's guitar sells for $4.5 million. Kurt Cobain of Nirvana fan and Nirvana fame. He had a 1991 Smells Like Teen Spirit was the song. He's definitely videoed. And this is like the height of MTV. Dent, 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 dent. And then you'd watch the video and this guitar was on the Smells Like Teen Spirit. It was just like the birth of grunge music, kind of in awareness in general. I mean, it was happening in Seattle, but it wasn't happening anywhere else. And then MTV and that one. I don't know. I just observed that. I'm no expert on that. But it's a 1969 Fender Mustang competition Lake Placid blue finish electric guitar. I myself had a Fender Mustang guitar. It wasn't left-handed, but it was a Fender Mustang guitar. It was pretty cool. It had a tremolo bar and everything. And I lost it at a pawn shop because I put it in pawn for like $60. I came in with my $60 to get my guitar back, and the mother bleep sold it. And I was like, hey, man. And hey, that's pawn shops, man. They're like, scant, you know. You're supposed to be able to buy it back. And then he's like, but he sold it because I put it in cheap. And then, but this one sold for $4.5 million because it was Kurt Cobain's and it was on Teen Spirit. Fender Mustang. It's a good guitar. It has a really nice sound. It's clean, twangy almost. They thought it was going to sell for $500,000, but $4.5 million. It was his left-handed was his favorite, said the guitar. He said left-handed is not easy to find, quoting him, but out of all the guitars in the whole world, Fender Mustang was my favorite. I only owned 2 of them. And because he put on a lot of money, this guy, because the proceeds will go to mental illness, fund awareness. And then right after, Kurt Cobain shot himself in 1994. He didn't shoot himself. Let me just say something about Kurt Cobain for a second here. That was one of the first things on the internet. I printed out this detective that was hired to find out right at that time, not the King County Police Department, but an individual independent detective, and he did this in-depth investigation at that time on Kurt Cobain. And there's a couple of things, maybe a little gruesome, but there's no way he could have shot himself. Because, well, one thing, where he was lying didn't have a big pool of blood, which is what you would expect. That didn't happen. So, body moved. 2, there was about enough heroin in his system to knock over 5 elephants. So if he had to do 3 shots of that, so after one shot he'd be wouldn't be able to move. So how could he do shot 3 and 2 and 3? There's too much. And the suicide note looked very, very forged. So I'm not pointing any fingers, but I'm saying he was killed. That's for sure. So that's my position on that suicide. So mental health my ass. Down below. Speaking of police chiefs, in Jaws, the towns, the Jaws town. Okay, this guy was elected chief of police. You know what I mean? We're gonna need a bigger boat. Key role in Jaws. This guy, when he was a kid, was in the movie Jaws as a kid. So this 1975, man, that movie was back in 75. So he was offered the job of chief of police in Oaks Bluff on Martha's Vineyard last week. So in the movie, right, the guy in the movie, let's do side things, we can still work this. Remember the movie Jaws? And the chief of police in Jaws is like watching the beach and watching for the shark, and people are in the water. Oh, it's going to open for holidays. Your businesses are going to lose business. Like the COVID lockdown scenario now. Oh, we got to open up the beach because it's business. So they're opening up the beach because it's 4th of July, and all the people are in the water, and there's Chief Brody looking over like this. And then someone sees a shark, well, a fin, and there's a big panic, and boats come up, and everyone runs out of the water, and they go up, and the boats are out there with the guns out, and they're aiming, and then it was like a couple of kids with a fake fin, and they had the snorkel gear, and you guys like, he made me do it. That scene. One of those kids is now chief of police of Martha's Vineyard. Isn't life a full circle? It's a full circle. Oh, God. Like and subscribe. We're going down the tubes. Now, thanks for watching. I'm just doing some news, get a little flavor of Hawaii in here. Like back in the day, it was like nice and easy in Hawaii. Back in 1979, you could relax instead of going to work on your horse. Hey, what do you think the boss will have? New coffee at the coffee in the break room. Look at these cars, 1977. Okay, these guys, okay. In Kahalu along Kehikili Highway, residents take their horses out for an afternoon walk. Doopy-doop, bunga-dingy, bunga-dingy. Okay, that's nice. Isn't that nice, I guess? Okay, journalist, okay. We need to look at a little letter to the editor, I think. Just one. Oh, the stork. Oh, you're delivering baby formula. Oh, I went from Grubhub to getting too old for these. Okay, stork. Yeah. The stork. Let's read this one. It's kind of interesting. Invest in projects that use ocean around us. This $20 million grant will be spent on research and updating information we already have. Cite article May 21st. Climate research. This is all well and fine, but I would think part of the research money should go towards finding solutions and researching what other countries are doing. Sounds weird. What are you doing? Since we are surrounded by... Since we are surrounded by water, Hawaii is perfect place to use the ocean in terms of tidal and wave energy. The large platforms to produce the energy also could be outfitted with solar panels to provide even more energy and also power the turbines and pumps needed to run a desalination system to create potable water. Even the salt residue could be harvested as Hawaiian salt and sold worldwide. The platform floating in the ocean also would be a boon to marine life, thus making more sustainable environment Kailua. And then the little fishies swimming underneath, we shall harvest some of them for aquarium fishes, and then we'll take the other fish that surround them and use them as bait fish for the more profitable alternatives. Got everything going on. Desalination, sea salt, fishes, and wind, solar power. You need a little turbine on top of that thing. And there's buoys, though, the things that go up and down, and they can generate electricity. That's pretty cool thought. Just a thought. Anyways, have a happy day. It's only Tuesday. The sun's coming out. The wind's coming back. Aloha, fresh aloha. Yay, fresh day. Fresh sunshine. Fresh wind and all that stuff. Fresh. Eat fresh and everything. Oh, fresh. Oh, also fresh. Bye now. Aloha.